I wish I had a modicum of athletic ability. I would have been an all-American fucking Olympian, because nobody would work harder at it. They used to say, now just imagine if you're growing up, and I reminded my two buddies of this, they had forgotten. Coach Roy J., the football coach at high school, said, "You're so fucking slow, Peanut, you should wear the other team's jersey." Now just think that through. You're so fucking inept, you should be wearing their jersey and playing for them. I just come back and hit that fucking line again. I didn't care. They used to stand me in the corner with a dunce cap. They said I was retarded. And if I looked around too many times, then they put me in the fucking closet. They had to take the dunce cap off because the dunce cap was too high to get me in the closet. And I would be in there 4, 5, 6 hours till school was over. Piss my pants, shit my pants, because they wouldn't let me out. Just imagine today. I had to school the LA School District when I was in the Army. Peña, you're the sorriest excuse of wetback Mexican guy. Then when I became an officer, you're the sorry excuse wetback officer. All my life, but I've never thought of it as being brutalized. I never thought of it that way.
And you're glad that happened.
Fucking right I am. Otherwise I'd be like these snowflake cunts. I mean, I can eat the heads off of 10 at a time. Literally. When that kid in Toronto says, "What do you do with a cricket bat?" I go, "Motherfucker, come here, you little..." And you know who invited me to University of Toronto? Black Ties. The black and women groups invite me. Those are who invite me.
Why?
Black Ties. Do I look black?
Aren't you 8% black?
Yeah, I was 6.6% black with my brothers. You know.
So why do they invite you?
Because they think they know that because I was a minority. I am a minority. Just I wasn't raised in a minority, and I wouldn't allow myself to go through the same deprivation as other minorities. And maybe I was fighting back against that. I don't know, but surely a guy fought back.
So you admit some of the product of you is from fighting back against that.
Yeah. But when they called me a retard and I was this and I was that, even when I became an officer and a gentleman, United States Congress said but they, going through the training process, they didn't treat you so well. Then once I became an officer and I'm at the Officers Club of Generals, and of course that's when I found out $1 million was, thank God for that guy inheriting that money.
But you understand why it offends people so much.
Oh yeah, sure I do.
And why does it offend us so much?
But what I tell my kids, although I don't, to the best of my knowledge, our 3 children haven't been discriminated against, I don't believe, other than being rich, which they do discriminate kids against you. My kids were embarrassed to come to school in a limo. The limo had to park 6, 8 blocks away. And then I asked the driver, "Jimmy, what? Oh, the children wouldn't let me take them to school. We dropped them off." "Well, how do you know they got to school, Jimmy?" "I watched them, boss. I watched them because I know you kill me if something happened to them. I watched them, boss." So it's not what happens to us in life. It's how we interpret what happens to us in life. Freud said that, and the guy before Freud, his name escapes me. It's how we're trained emotionally to cope with information that we don't like. And I was always unknowingly trained. You can't hurt. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. That's what the saying was when I was maybe 1 to 15. And so I just shine it on. And I said, if you want to make something of it, we'll step out and then we'll see who's right and who's wrong. That's how we used to settle who's right and who's wrong. The guy that's standing over the guy that's on the ground. And a lot of times I got the shit kicked out of me. There's a guy who probably won't watch this, Howard Stein and Walt Wojak, who were really tough. A lot tougher than I was. And I was bigger than he was, but he was like my baby brother, or my big brother, because whenever I get the shit kicked out of me, he'd go looking for him. And he says, "What are you, his brother?" I says, "Close enough." He was Jewish, Stein. He's close enough. So now I'm going to give you a beat down for you beating up Dan.
So all this stuff prepared you for who you are.
Correct.
And you think we're missing it in today's culture?
I don't think. I know we're missing it.